Hi. I wanted to come on and give you guys some recommendations for books to read in 2025. I divided it into sections. First, I wanted to say that reading, I know some people don't like to do it, but I think there's a lot of value in reading. And I think that when Germany was trying to oppress Jewish people, they burned the books for a reason. And in America, they didn't want their slaves to know how to read for a reason because reading can bring a lot of knowledge and value, and it can help a person grow. There's wisdom, and you can learn things from reading, and books aren't as expensive as college. So even sometimes you can get more out of a book than a whole course. So even if you don't like reading, I think you should at least try and just do it for a while. And then you'll find a book about a topic that you like. And I think it'll be beneficial to you. Okay, so the first category is faith. And this is Everybody Always: The Coming Love in a World Full of Setbacks and Difficult People by Bob Goff, New York Times bestselling author of Love Does. It's not a book. I think it's like a calendar, maybe. You know those daily calendars? December 31st? Go call someone right now. Lift them up in ways they can't lift themselves. Send them a message and say you're sorry. I know they don't deserve it. You didn't either. They'll put a toe in the water with your love. Grab your knees and do a cannonball. Move from the bleachers to the field, and you won't ever be the same. So it's just like a daily motivational saying, quote. It's better to spend more time loving people than just agreeing with Jesus that people ought to be loved. Yeah, it's just motivational things like that. And then they have the date here. I think you're supposed to be doing like one a day. There is no love without justice, but there is no justice without love. So just something to ponder on daily. And this is kind of the same thing, but with words that Jesus has said. It's called Jesus in Red, because in the Bible, when God or Jesus talks, the words are in red, so you know that's who's talking. And it says 365 meditations on the word of Jesus. So there's another like daily devotional type thing. Let's see. January 1st, a good Jewish boy. Why did you seek me? Did you not know that I must be about my Father's business? These are the first recorded words of Jesus, and they show us that, like any good Jewish son, he wanted to be involved in his Father's business. But this wasn't carpentry. This was the business of building the kingdom of God. What if every 12-year-old lived for their Father's will? Many at that age are potential prodigals who are more interested in discovering the pleasures of the world. We should all be about our Father's business, and his business is to reach the world with the glorious gospel of Jesus Christ. May you and I be like Jesus and say that today we must be about our Father's business and seek to save that which is lost. His will is that sinners believe in his Son. And it's a soul search section that says, what can I do to remind myself to live today for heaven's pleasure rather than for my own? Father, may I be about your business. I got this from Ross. The daily calendar I got from Goodwill. Their stores have a lot of good books, so if you want books that aren't too expensive, I suggest you go to the thrift stores. The next book is Magnifying Your Days, Inspirational Devotionals for Grieving by Bonnie Reinhardt. Are you hurting over losing a loved one through death, divorce, or physical separation? Discover how to magnify your days and exchange your broken heart for God's love, peace, and hope. Right now, I'm not really grieving over anything, but I just wanted to read it in case someone else that I come across is going through that. And maybe I can motivate them in some way. Many Christians today struggle through life with sin, failures, and desperation and wonder why it's all happening to them. Paul teaches that the spiritual mind is life and peace. The fact that until our minds are renewed by the word of God, we will still be conformed to this world. If you try to change your attitudes or behaviors without dealing with your basic mindset, the changes will only be temporary, and soon your mind will lead you into the same problems all over again. Once your mind has been renewed, you will discover your entire life changing for the better. Pastor Casey Treat gives insight and revelation to finding the real and lasting change you desire. Many do not realize the effect their thoughts have on their spiritual lives. In Casey's message, you will learn to renew your thoughts and develop the life of victory that you desire. Discover a life of peace and freedom that begins by renewing the mind. This book will help bring your thinking in line with the positive framework of God's word and show you how to achieve the success in life that God's will for all who choose his thoughts and ways. And then it says, you will discover the power of your thought pattern, 5 areas of the mind that must be renewed, how to get your mind in shape, keys to restoring your mind for victory. Okay, the next category is about finances. So the first book is How to Get Paid for What You Know, turning your knowledge, passion, and experience into an online income stream in your spare time by Graham Cochrane? Cochrane? Cochrane, I think. It's a really cute book. I like it. Yes, I want to be able to get paid from doing YouTube videos. So maybe this will help me to get some knowledge into how to do that. The next one is The Psychology of Money. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard of this by Morgan Housel. Timeless Lessons on Wealth, Greed, and Happiness. I heard good things about it. It's very popular. Over 3 million copies sold. I don't see a bestseller, but I don't know how it wouldn't be because of how popular it is. But we'll see what the hype is about. Maybe it'll teach me some things. I hope so. The next one is same thing. I'm pretty sure you heard of it. I Will Teach You to Be Rich by Ramit. No guilt, no excuses, no BS. Just a 6-week program that works. The second edition, over 1 million copies in print. A New York Times bestseller. So, those are my finance, my money book. Okay, the next category is health. I am on a fitness journey, so I thought it was really good to, read about it to help me along. And the first book is 8 Secrets of a Healthy 100. What you can learn from the all-stars of longevity. Your paths to a healthy 100. And then they have creative, as in, I think it's called an acronym. C for choice, R for rest, E for empowerment, A for activity, T for trust, I for interpersonal, O for outlook, N for nutrition. And I think it's about people who have lived to be 100 or maybe like close to 100 and the things that they learned in their life to get them that far. The next one is A Smart Woman's Guide to Heart Health and the Hearts of the Men They Love by Lauren R. Vanderken. MS, author of Sexy Hormones, with Mitchell Hancock, MJ Fitness by Byron Collier. And I know heart health is like, I think heart conditions or something like that is like the leading cause of death or something like that. So, yes, I wanted to read this because, yeah, I want to be on top of that. Even though I don't really have heart problems and I don't think it runs in my family. But, yeah, I think a healthy heart will lead to a healthier life. So, I'm going to read that. And then I'm going to read Shred, The Revolutionary Diet, 6 weeks, 4 inches, 2 sizes by Ian K. Smith, MD, #1 bestselling author of The Fat Smash Diet. The diet that delivers big, permanent results. And will help me to know what to eat for the next 6 weeks. So I don't have to be thinking about that. And I can just get everything ready. And then I'm going to read Take Charge, Lose Weight, Get in Shape, and Change Your Life Forever. Are You Ready? By Bob Harper, trainer in fitness on NBC's The Biggest Loser. I think I'll use this one more for, I think I saw like a lot of different workouts in there. Yes, those will help me to get in shape and be fit and healthy. The next category is about relationships. The first book is Fierce Marriage, Radically Pursuing Each Other in Light of Christ's Relentless Love. Ryan and Celine Frederick. Fierce Marriage is a story of a couple learning and striving to put Christ above all else in all matters of marriage. Once two young authors get the root of this right, you can surely trust the fruit. I'm not wearing my ring, but I am engaged. I'm just rough on jewelry. I think anything that you want to grow and thrive, you need to put effort and thought and time into. So that's why I'm going to be reading some relationship books as well. And then the next one is The Love Dare, new revised edition. And I don't see the author, but it's very popular, so you'll be able to find it on Amazon. And it comes with a free marriage evaluation. With more than 5 million copies in print in nearly 24 languages, The Love Dare has become an exciting, enriching journey for couples around the world. It can now become yours. Though unconditional love is promised at weddings, it is rarely practiced in real life. As a result, romantic hopes often fade in disappointment at home, but it doesn't have to stay that way. Whether your marriage is hanging by a thread or healthy and strong, this 40-day journey featured in the hit movie Fireproof challenges husbands and wives to understand and practice unconditional love. If you desire intimacy, friendship, and fulfillment in your marriage, let it begin where millions have started with The Dare. Now featuring revised chapters, new bonus material, and access to a free online marriage evaluation. This is the best Love Dare experience. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never fails. 1 Corinthians 13, 7-8. Dare to love. So they're just daily things that you have to do to strengthen your relationship. Let's see what the first dare is. Day 1, love is patient. Be completely humble and gentle. Be patient, bearing with one another in love. Ephesians 4:2. And then there's chapter, and the dare is the first part of this dare is fairly simple. Although love is communicated in a number of ways, our words often reflect the condition of our hearts. For the next day, resolve to demonstrate patience and to say nothing negative to your spouse at all. If the temptation arises, choose not to say anything at all. It's better to hold your tongue than to say something you'll regret. Okay, the next 100 words of affirmation your husband needs to hear by Lisa Jacobson. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. And then the last one is his needs, her needs, putting in a fair proof marriage by Willard F. Harley Jr. Are you able to identify which of the following needs are his and which are hers? In your opinion, which 5 are most important to your spouse? The needs are admiration, affection, an attractive spouse, conversation, domestic support, family commitment, financial support, honesty and openness, recreation, companionship, sexual fulfillment. Discover how identifying and meeting your most important needs will deepen your love and desire for each other. Learn how to become irresistible to your spouse by reading his needs, her needs. The next book is All of God. I saw good reviews about this on Amazon by John Bevere, best-selling author. The Astounding Way a Healthy Fear of God Transforms Your Life. And then I'm just going to read the bullet points on the back. It is vital to a close relationship with God, frees us from all other fears and anxieties, purifies our inward motives and intentions, leads us into true wisdom, understanding, and knowledge. The next one is the blessing of adversity, finding your God-given purpose in life's troubles. Started this one already on the channel. So I started reading this, but I know everybody goes through adversity, and I feel like that's a good one to have a different outlook on it rather than dwelling on the negative, because everything works together for our good. I feel like that's a good book to read to focus on that positives in life. The next one is the New Believers Bible, New Living Translation, because I just watched another video that said only 15% of Christians have read the Bible. And I know you can learn from others, but like with anything, actually doing it yourself will be the most beneficial for you and you'll gain the most understanding. So I'm going to read the New Believers Bible and pair it with this Bible in 52 Weeks, a year-long Bible study for women by Dr. Kimberly B. Moore. Okay, and the last category is the biggest stack that I have here because I'm very interested in personal development. So it's like my personal development category. So the first book is Go Be Kind, a life-changing little journal by Leon Logothetis. 28 and a half adventures guaranteed to make you happier. So it's just 28 actions that you can take to be kind. This one is Everyday Memory. Easy ways to remember names, dates, facts, lectures, directions, instructions, events, experiences, and much more by Cam Knight. Because my memory is not too good, so hopefully this will make it better. The next one is The Body Keeps the Score. It's a New York Times bestseller. Brain, Mind, and Body in the Healing of Trauma by Bessel van der Kolk, MD. A masterpiece that combines the boundless curiosity of the scientist, the erudition of the scholar, and the passion of the truth teller. The next one is The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Over 40 million copies sold. Wow, this is a very popular book. I think this will help me to grow as well. And Tiny Changes, Remarkable Results, #1 New York Times bestseller, Atomic Habits. An easy and proven way to build good habits and break bad ones by James Clear. Over 10 million copies sold. I have started reading this one and I think it's good already. It's helped me to keep my dishes washed, because if you don't let it pile up, you do it a little you won't really have a problem in the end because you'll be getting it done a little over time. So, yes, I think that's a good one to read. The next one is The 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth by John C. Maxwell, the #1 New York Times bestseller. 15 Laws to Grow. I think the 48 Laws of Power is another good one to read because I went to the bookstore and I was reading it and like everything that I read looked really good, but I just didn't buy it because, I already have so many books that I need to read and it was kind of expensive, but eventually I want to buy it. It's just not something that I need right now. So, I think that's another good one that you should read. The next one is A Complaint-Free World, the 21-Day Challenge That Will Change Your Life. I talked about this one in my other video. Will Bowen. Over 6 million wristbands worn worldwide. So the premise of this book is for you to not complain for 21 days. If you complain, then you start over. And then you have to try to get to a full 21 days without complaining or gossiping. I think that's the goal. Complaining or gossip. The next one is Simple Acts of Kindness, 500 plus ways to make a difference. This is just like a daily book too. Like you can go through one act of kindness a day. Well, it's 500, so it's going to be more than one a day. It's just if you want to do something kind, suggestions there. 30-minute therapy for anxiety, everything you need to know in the least amount of time. Panic attacks, phobias, consistent worrying, severe shyness, trauma flashbacks, obsessive patterns, compulsive behaviors, inabilities to relax, release your anxieties, and rediscover the richest of life. Gain some more skills in that area. The next one is Terry Savelle Foy, The Alone Advantage. 10 behind-the-scenes habits that drive crazy success. I think this one should have been with a money business books, but Your Next 5 Moves, Master the Art of Business Strategy by Patrick Bet-David with Greg Big. Clarity on what you want and who you want to be, strategies to help you reason in the war room and the boardroom, growth tactics during both economic boom and bust, skills for building the right team based on strong values, insight on power plays, and art of applying leverage. And then how highly effective how high performers use psychology to influence the East by Peter D. Andrews. And I'm more of a writer. I have always been more of a writer than a speaker. So I'm trying to build my skills. So hopefully this book will help me to become a better speaker. And I'm pretty sure it's called The Glow Up Secrets by Alicia Gogan. Because I know her podcast is The Glow Up Secrets podcast. So I'm thinking that's what her book is called. And I don't know why it wasn't in the pile because I'm pretty sure I had it. I don't know what I did with it, but yes, that's another one that I'm going to read. So yes, these are my suggestions. And I think any of these are good options for you guys. And just start with 30 minutes a day. Read it before bed at night. Try to choose one book at a time through each category or whatever you're interested in. Thank you for watching. And if you like it, please like it and leave me any comments that you guys have. And if you want to see something else from me, let me know. Thank you.